Hello everyone. Today we will see like how to create a user in Linux. Uh, First of all, why we need to create a user. So we have a default user called root, right? So then why do we need to create a separate user? Uh, why don't we use only root user? Yes, I will tell you. See, we should create a users, normal users. So we should not use root. So so if you create a user, so we can restrict restrict the access for that particular users. So by default, uh, um, root has the privileged access. So we can that can be run any command, or it can be performed any tasks from inside the server in any location, from any location. But as a normal user, when we create a user, the user should not, it won't get the privileged access by default. So if user need privileged access, so as a admin, or like as a Linux admin, we should provide them privileged access or sudo access to that particular user. So in that case, so if all the normal users cannot create file systems, so it will not install the packages. So they don't have the access by default. So also we have one more advantage, like if you have the individual user, so what we can find out, like whatever the commands executed by that particular user, we can check by using history command. So whatever the tasks or whatever the commands executed by that particular user, we can check that history. So I hope you understand why we need the normal user. So now we can create a user. So user add summer. I am creating summer user. See, I have created summer user. Now we'll see whether that particular user is created or not. Yes, summer user is created. We can also check by using id command. Summer user is created. So now we'll see whether the password is set for this particular user or not. So we just created a user. We didn't set the password. So if you see this exclamatory symbol, it means that the password is not set for summer user. So here we can see there is no change here, even after setting the password or before setting the password. These entries are same, but after setting the password, you can see the changes here. The encrypted password will be updated instead of exclamatory. PA passwd summer summer. Okay. I have set the password. Now we can observe what changes happened. See, there is no change in the passwd file after setting the password. Now we can see the shadow file. See, the shadow file will be updated with the encrypted password. This is the encrypted password for summer user. Okay. So now you should have the question like, so from how and where the summer user is going to show share, means like save. How the summer user directly going to /home. You should have that question. And how by default the summer user is getting bin bash shell. Why not bin ksh? Why not bin csh? you should have that question. So I will explain that also. So first of all, let's go to that particular user, home slash summer, and type ls-ltr. So when you type ls-ltr, it is showing 0. It means there is no files. But when you run ls-latr, you see there are few files. But we didn't copy or we didn't create these users. These files when you create a summer user. But how these files are uh, came under summer user? Let me tell you that. So this will be defined for all the users under etc skill directory. See, whenever a user is created, by default, whatever their files under etc skill directory, those all will be copied to that particular user, that newly created user. Okay. Now you should have the question where that is defined. How should we know whether the user is defined with a skill directory or not? I will explain that. So before going to that, now we will see some basic um, like a basic thing, what is bash rc, what is bash profile, what is bash logout. So for all the users, whatever the users created newly, those all the users should have these three files. So that will be copied from this skill directory. So first, what is bash rc? Bash rc is not is like see, if you whenever this file will be executed, whenever the user, that particular user, logged into the session or logged into the server. So when the user is providing the password, automatically the bash rc file will be executed. So for example, if summer user want to execute daily some script, so in that time this user can be customized some script under bash rc, so that when the summer user is logged into the server, automatically that script will be executed. Okay, then what is bash underscore profile? So by default, with OS, etc profile cat etc profile will be, we have the default variables, but for each user, individual users will have this dot bash underscore profile. See, for example, if if any path has to export, or any variable, this particular user has to set any variables, so yes, we can define under dot bash underscore profile, but that will be affected for only that particular user. So if you want to export any path like a slash etc slash, so like usr bin bash or usr some location, if you want to export, you can export to this location, but that will be affect to only that particular user. And bash underscore logout. So this will be executed when when that particular user will be closing the session. Closing in the sense when you run like exit coming out of the session, or like giving control D and coming out of the session, then that the bash underscore logout file will be executed. And it will, like for example, we can define here that particular user also can be defined here. So whatever the commands is run by that particular user can be cleared after coming out of the session. Yes, that can be defined here. So when the user is coming out, automatically this file will be executed, and all the commands whatever is executed by that particular user will be cleared. So that can be defined here, that particular user. But here one more thing is, so here you should not close, or we should not cross the session. If you cross the session, instead of running exit or control D, if you cross this logout bash underscore logout file will not be executed. So that can be it can be executed only when you give exit command or control D are coming out from user session. Okay, now we will see uh, where this scale and slash home and all defined. There is a default location slash etc default user add. So this is the default parameter set for all the users. See, this is the slash home. So whenever a user is created, that user should store under slash home only. So that user should come with uh, like no pass, means like not password expired, should not expire the password, and -1 means should not expire, unlimited. So that particular user should create with the bin bash shell. So whatever the files there under scale directory, all the files will be copied to that particular user. And also that particular new user should create with the mailbox. Okay, let me show you what is mail, how, where the mailbox will be. This is the summer user, and the mail file will be generated. Whenever there is a mail for this particular user, we can see here the file will be updated with that mail details. Okay, now we will see like so now we will see, so these and all defined here, right? So but where these all defined? So this 7 means like the user should get the warning message before 7 days of password expiry. So where this and all defined? So that we can see in slash login dot def file. So here if you see default the user should be created with the 022 umask, and see these are the parameters set for that particular user. Warning, so before 7 days the password means like password is expiring. So for that, before 7 days you will get the warning message. Okay, so now we will see what is UID and what is UID minimum and maximum. See, by default all the users will be created, and that particular user should have the unique ID. That unique ID should be created from starting 1000, whatever the defined here. So it should not start like 2, 3, 4, 5. It should not set. It should be created from 1001 up to 60,000. Means up to 60,000 users we can create here. So now we will see what is the user ID for our summer user. See, 1002 is the user ID, and 1002 also is the group ID. See here, group ID also defined here. The group ID minimum should be start from 1000 and maximum will be 60,000. So I hope it is helpful for you. Kindly let me know the feedback through the comments. And thank you all. Please subscribe.